Hello everyone, my name is Jenna Swenson and this presentation is on the communication and hospitality management, focusing mainly in the event planning aspect of the industry. Background information on myself is that I'm a senior this year at UW Stout, majoring in the hospitality management, focusing in event planning and sales and marketing. My long-term goal after graduating and taking this course is to work for a major hotel chain for their event management department, focusing on their international and national sales. I have a little background information on the event planning industry by taking an internship at the Grand Hotel in Fairhope, Alabama last summer, which is a Marriott chained hotel, and that will play into some of my knowledge on the infographic coming up. Besides the knowledge that I obtained from my internship last summer at the Marriott chained hotel, for the infographic final project, we needed to interview an expert in our field. For that, I chose my advisor at Stout, Betsy Pudliner. She has accreditation from the Mayflower Hotel and Days Inn in DC, the Boston Copley Place, and the Penn Stater Conference Center. At those locations, she was in charge of event planning and sales coordination. Alongside her experience in the hospitality field, she is also a professor and advisor at UW Stout School of Hospitality Management. Through this interview process via email with Betsy, I asked her a few questions on the importance of communication in the event industry. The first question I asked was based on the audience, how important it is to have communication with your audience and the different groups. Your audience makes up the event, and without your audience, you would have no event. There are a few different groups that obtain to your audience demographic, and those are the clients, staff, and management. And with those groups, there are different ways to communicate. With clients, you need to be clear and concise and professional. Make sure that what they are asking for comes across clear and each department understands what is needed. The way you talk to staff is a little different since they know the lingo and the terminology for things. It needs to be clear, short, and in industry terminology. And your management needs to understand every detail of the event, so it's going to be a little bit more detailed than the staff and even the client, because they're with management, you are incorporating every department in the either convention center, the hotel, wherever the event is being held. And with that, there is different ways to communicate, and I'll get to that in a little bit. A quote that stood out from interviewing Betsy was, "Events are like a relationship. You cannot have an effective relationship without communication." Alongside with asking about the audience and the different groups that obtain an audience, from my interview with Betsy and also my internship at the hotel, I learned that there are many different forms of communication within the event industry. The first I'm going to talk about is the documents. Each department does have a specific document or form that needs to be completed throughout the event, either before, in the middle, or even after, to ensure that the communication is clear and every detail is being written down. Those documents include the banquet event orders, which is a BEO, change reports, which has to do with the accounting, and captain reports, which is done after the event, detailing everything that happened during the event, every incident, so we can learn from our mistakes or understand what we did well to succeed. We do have meetings for the different departments to understand the upcoming week and the events that are going to be surrounded in the event center. And with the growth of technology, social media has played a huge part in the communication aspect of hospitality. At the hotel, we used a lot of social media marketing. Depending on the client, there were different forms of social media used. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are utilized very often to keep up with current and future clients on what is going on around the property. And depending on the client, they may prefer to email or face-to-face if they are in the local area. Otherwise, email and Skype goes a long way nowadays. And through our lives, I'm pretty sure we have all been heard that communication is key. Without communication, you have no foundation for a successful event or any period in your life. But in hospitality, the communication and with the event, it's very fast paced. Everything can change within a matter of minutes. a major aspect for international event is understanding the different cultural communication cues. And that's Betsy pointed out very frequently with my time with her was that without understanding those communication cues for international clients, it may be difficult to keep that relationship going and understand exactly what they need. Communication is also the backbone of events. Like I said previously, without communication, there's no foundation for an event. And that was my overall interview experience with Betsy, also incorporating my internship with the hotel down in Alabama. My sources from this project are Betsy Pudliner, advisor and professor at University of Wisconsin-Stout, and the Grand Hotel Resort and Spa in Fairhope, Alabama. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit about the communication process in the event industry.